Michael Jordan from Metro Credit Union, located in Boston, Massachusetts. And currently I am the Vice President in charge of our branches as well as our call center.
You're a credit union rock star, credit union magazine rock star, and you're going to be in a session in the conference. What do you hope to tell your peers during that session when you're on stage? What do you want to say?
For my on stage, it might sound very basic, but I would like to think that a lot of the things that I've been an advocate for at the credit union have been things that our members are saying we either need to change the way we do it or we need to provide a product or a service. But basically, listen to the members. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. I'm a big believer in trying to get the front line focused on that, and anything that you can do to get the information from your call center agents or from your in-branch staff to decision makers at the credit union, I think it's a really big deal.
I was in a breakout session where you said, or it was in the main session, you said one of the only permanent things is change itself. Talk a little bit about that and why you think that.
We as a credit union have grown a lot in the 10 years that I've been at Metro. We've more than doubled our branch footprint as well as the number of our members and asset size. And a lot of that growth has been done from strategically putting branches in locations where we knew that we had members who either lived or worked. And we've also done a lot of mergers with other credit unions. One of the biggest takeaways doing mergers for typically smaller credit unions were that they were not able to keep up with the changing environment, primarily with electronic services as well as compliance. So that's why I say, if you want to be a credit union into the future, then you do need to be constantly evolving, listening to what your members say, and keeping up in a very competitive, ever-changing economic environment as well as regulatory.
Is this your first time at this conference?
Yes.
How are you finding it so far?
I love it so far. I think they said attendance here was about 150. I've had a variety of conversations with other credit union professionals, varying asset sizes, but it is always interesting. We have a lot of the same problems or challenges, so it's interesting to hear how we handle different things or which projects are taking on first and what were the driving reasons behind that, lessons learned, if I could go back before we did this project or that project. Even in some of the breakout sessions, talking to the people sitting around the table, either before or after, has been very helpful.
Has there been one moment where you're like, I'm taking that back, my credit union? Have you had that yet? I know the conference it's still early.
It is still early. I know the one that I just left a session on e-sign, and I know that would tremendously help our call center. So I've been really hands-on in our call center over the last 2 months or so with an online banking conversion. So it maybe hit home a little bit more than it normally did, just seeing some of the one-off transactions or member requests that we have. If we had a solution in place like that, I think it would be very well received by our members as well as our front line, trying to provide really good service to our members. But it still is early in the conference, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's another couple things on my hit list when I go back to the credit union.
And one more question. You've had a chance to talk to some of the other rock stars here at the conference, and probably read the magazine. I'm wondering if there's a commonality between all of you. Are you seeing anything of that? Is there anything that you kind of share with every one of those other rock stars?
I'd say, I don't want to sound cliche-ish, but passion, drive. We seem to have different things that we've achieved some levels of success or been able to help our respective credit unions. But it is interesting to see maybe some of the things that they had to go through. It's different seeing something in a magazine versus having a conversation with somebody, and it might have taken years to get something in place. So I think that you need to, sometimes you need to hear no, or different forms of the word no, a couple of times before something actually does happen. It is always nice to be acknowledged or recognized, but we are individuals. We work at credit unions. We all know that it is about helping the members, service delivery, all of those good things.